The ginger ale has that clean snap tonight, boss, and I brought a head full of questions.
Ask away, Claire, because a quiet night invites the biggest ideas.
Everyone keeps talking about pills that slow aging, and I want the truth in plain words.
We can walk through 3 big ideas tonight, and we will keep it simple and honest.
Start with the one people whisper about the most because I hear it in the city and online.
That would be Rapamycin, which is a medicine that tunes a cell pathway called mTOR.
What does mTOR mean for a person like me who only wants to live well and not chase science fiction?
Think of mTOR as a traffic controller that tells your cells when to build and when to repair.
So Rapamycin tells the controller to slow down and let the repair crews work longer.
That is the idea, and in many animals this signal shift has tied to longer healthy life.
Does that mean people like me should take it and expect extra years?
No, because we do not have clear human proof of longer life, and the drug can suppress immunity.
I do not want to trade extra years for infections or slow healing, and that sounds risky.
You're wise to sense the trade, and a doctor uses this drug today for transplant patients.
Why do so many people sound so sure when the proof is not there yet?
Because animal data is strong and the story is compelling, and stories move faster than caution.
Tell me one clean fact I can repeat without feeling like I am spreading hype.
Animal studies show rapamycin can extend lifespan in several species, yet human longevity evidence is not proven.
That is clear, and I can hold that in my head without fear.
Good, and now we can compare that to Metformin, which has a different kind of story.
I know Metformin as a diabetes pill my aunt takes, so why do people link it to aging?
Some studies found people on Metformin seem to have better health outcomes, but those were not strict aging trials.
So people saw a pattern and wished it into a cause.
Yes, and proper trials are hard, long, and expensive, which slows our confidence.
Is Metformin safer than Rapamycin for healthy people?
Metformin has a long safety record for diabetes, but using it for aging without proof is still a leap.
I like the word proof, and I hate the word leap, because leaps do not love ankles.
Your ankles will thank you, and your future self will thank you for waiting on solid results.
So Rapamycin has stronger animal data, and Metformin has safer vibes and weak aging proof.
That summary is tight, and it sets us up for a bigger idea called cellular reprogramming.
Now that sounds like science fiction that wore a suit and walked into the bar.
It is real research that nudges older cells to act younger by changing gene expression and epigenetic marks.
How do they nudge a cell without breaking it?
They use a set of factors often called OSK, which means OCT4, SOX2, and KLF4.
Those names feel like members of a band I want to trust but do not yet.
Trust comes later, and first we need control, because too much reprogramming can erase cell identity.
So a careless dose could make a cell forget who it is, and that sounds dangerous.
Exactly, which is why researchers use weak pulses and tissue targeting to reduce risks.
What good signs do we have beyond cell plates and hopeful press releases?
In mice, we have vision restoration after nerve damage using the OSK approach in the eye.
Restoring vision sounds like magic without the hat.
It is careful work, and not magic, yet the results have been replicated and investigated by serious groups.
How close is this to treating people like me?
The path starts with diseases that are easier to measure, like certain optic nerve conditions, before any broad aging goal.
So aging is the mountain and the eye is a practice hill with clear markers.
That is a helpful picture, and it keeps expectations steady.
Where does a company like Altos Labs fit into this story?
Altos Labs funds research on cell rejuvenation and builds teams to move from lab signals to possible therapies.
Do they have a treatment I could sign up for next week?
No, and the responsible message is patience, because human trials for this field are just beginning and safety comes first.
I hear whispers that someone somewhere is already trying it on themselves.
There are always whispers, and the wiser choice is to wait for controlled trials with data and oversight.
I like the word oversight, since it means someone is watching the watchers.
Oversight is what keeps hope from turning into harm.
I want you to walk me through the simple map of choices for a regular person.
Here is the map for today, and we will keep it grounded.
I am ready, and the ginger ale is keeping my courage steady.
First, lifestyle basics like sleep, movement, protein balance, and stress control have proven benefits for Healthspan.
That part feels boring, but it actually works and does not require a secret handshake.
Second, do not take drugs for aging without medical guidance, since off-label risk is not a shortcut to wisdom.
Third, watch the trials for Metformin and mTOR approaches and see if outcomes move from hope to numbers.
Exactly, and watch disease-specific trials for reprogramming, which can teach us how to handle the machinery safely.
Fourth, remember that new therapies often start expensive and narrow, so fairness will be a hard question.
Fifth, learn to love uncertainty, because science is not a vending machine for certainty.
That map feels honest, and honesty is easier to live with than shortcuts.
Honesty also protects you from confident strangers who do not carry the cost of your choices.
Tell me a story where this all goes right for people like me.
It goes right when the field proves safety and clear benefits in humans and then brings costs down through scale.
Tell me a story where it goes wrong so I can see the edges.
It goes wrong when people self-medicate, hide side effects, or chase dramatic claims without peer review.
I want to understand mTOR a little more, but gently.
mTOR senses nutrients and growth signals, and when it runs hot your cells build more and repair less.
So turning the dial down gives cells time to fold proteins right and sweep out damage.
Yes, and the repair time links to aging biology across many animals.
But a dial is not a hammer, and a hammer can break glass.
Nicely said, and the immune system reminds us that the dial also affects defense against infections.
What about Metformin and how it might help beyond sugar control?
It may change energy use in cells and reduce certain signals of stress, but big aging outcomes still need trials.
So I should hold the claim lightly and wait for stronger evidence.
That is the mindset that keeps your balance and your wallet safe.
If reprogramming can really make cells act young again, will we see it first in eyes only?
Eyes are a practical start because we can measure vision and target the tissue, and other tissues may follow much later.
Will people live forever if this works?
No, because biology is layered, and trade-offs never vanish, yet we may reduce suffering from some age-linked diseases.
That sounds more humane and less like a cartoon.
Humane goals scale better than cartoon dreams.
Is there a simple way to spot hype when I scroll late at night?
Hype sells certainty, blames regulators, and skips the details of risk, while real science sells careful progress.
What do you think about supplements that claim to mimic all this?
Some might be harmless and some might waste money, and most lack strong trials for aging outcomes.
How do I talk about this with friends without sounding rude?
You can say, you love the idea and you're waiting for trials and you care about safety for everyone.
What about cost if reprogramming works, because not all of us can afford gene therapy?
Cost will be a moral test, and policy will matter as much as molecules.
I wish the field were faster and safer at the same time.
So do I, and speed without safety is a wish that harms people.
Give me a picture to hold in my mind when I walk home.
Picture a dimmer switch and not a light switch, because gentle control beats on and off.
I like that, and it fits how a body feels in real life.
In real life we make trade-offs and we check back often, and that is also how smart labs work.
If I wanted to learn more, what kind of sources should I trust?
Look for peer-reviewed journals, official health agencies, and teams that share full methods and data.
What about the people online who post dramatic before and after photos?
Photos capture lighting and angles more than biology, so ask for control, studies and measured outcomes.
If rapamycin has risks, does dose make the poison here too?
Dose and timing mattered, and in some studies low or intermittent dosing showed promise, yet human rules are not settled.
So a person should never play dose games alone.
Never, because the body does not forgive blind guesses.
You keep bringing me back to patience and I keep wanting shortcuts.
Shortcuts in biology often trade short joy for long regret.
Do you feel excited about reprogramming or cautious or both?
Both, because the idea is bold and the safety bar must be high.
Would it be fair to say eyes first, nerves second, and broad tissues much later?
It is fair to expect eyes and specific conditions first, and then we will see what survives careful testing.
If a therapy helps only a small group at first, is that still progress?
It is, because success in a small group teaches us how to expand safely.
Do you think people will try to use these tools for beauty trends?
Someone will try, and that is why ethics and policy must keep pace.
How can policy keep pace when science is faster than meetings?
By setting general guardrails that follow evidence and by funding public research that shares data.
If I wanted a simple rule for my health while I wait, what is it?
Invest in habits that scale across time, which means sleep, movement, nutrition, and connection.
Connection feels like a soft word, yet it changes how a day tastes.
Loneliness stresses the body, and community protects it more than we admit.
I came in wanting a potion, and I am leaving with a plan.
Plans outlast potions, and plans do not interact with your other medicines.
Do you ever feel bored repeating the basics to people like me?
Never, because each person makes the basics their own, and that is noble work.
If you were to design a fair future for these therapies, how would it look?
It would offer access based on need, run trials with open data, and teach people what the results truly mean.
I can imagine that, and it calms my racing thoughts.
Calm lets you choose well, and well-chosen steps add up.
Tell me something hopeful without selling a miracle.
Hopeful is this: we understand more about aging biology each year, and careful work reduces suffering.
Tell me something sobering but not cruel.
Sobering is this: no therapy replaces your daily choices, and the future still needs your care.
What one mistake do people make when they first learn about rapamycin?
They forget it is an immunosuppressant and assume that small dose means small risk.
What one mistake do people make when they first hear about reprogramming?
They assume young means safe, and biology does not promise that.
What one mistake do people make when they talk about metformin and aging?
They confuse good safety in diabetes with proven aging benefits for everyone.
This talk makes me feel more in charge of my choices.
That is the point of clear language, because it returns control to you.
Give me one more analogy for reprogramming that a school kid could love.
Imagine an old song that sounds worn, and a gentle cleanup that removes hiss without erasing the melody.
Does the cleanup ever remove the voice by mistake?
It can, which is why control signals and time limits are vital in living tissues.
Would you tell me about side effects of rapamycin in simple words?
People can see mouth sores, higher lipids, swelling, slower wound healing, and more infection risk.
Those are not party tricks, and they would change a normal week.
They would, and that is why doctors guard the gate.
If a friend asked me tomorrow what to watch, what should I say first?
Say you are watching for strong human trials with hard outcomes, not only markers.
What counts as a hard outcome for aging?
Things like fewer hospitalizations, fewer infections in frail groups, or better function that lasts.
Markers feel fast and outcomes feel slow, but slow is safer.
Slow answers let you sleep at night and still dream well.
Tell me something about fairness that we often skip.
We skip the cost of false hope on tight budgets, and that cost is real.
You sound like a guide more than a master tonight.
The good guide hands you a lamp and not a leash.
Do you think the word anti-aging helps or hurts?
It often hurts because it sells a war on time instead of care for health.
Then what word would you choose?
I choose Healthspan because it points to living well across the years you have.
If I tell my younger cousin one sentence from tonight, what should it be?
Tell her smart habits are the only proven longevity tool she can use today.
If rapamycin ever proves safe and helpful for aging, what would change in clinics?
Clinics would screen for risks, dose carefully, and track outcomes with shared registries.
If reprogramming helps a disease first, how will we know it is not a fluke?
We will see controlled trials in multiple centers with durable results and clear safety profiles.
I can wait for that, and it will be worth it.
Waiting with curiosity is a strong stance, and you already have it.
Will people try to stack therapies to chase more time?
They will, and stacking increases risk, so good trials will often test one change at a time.
Is there any gentle good news about Metformin at all?
It remains a trusted diabetes drug with broad experience, and the foundation supports careful research.
Does that mean it might still help aging one day?
It might for some groups or outcomes, yet claims must follow evidence and not lead it.
Tell me about food and mTOR in simple terms.
Protein and energy signals push mTOR higher, while fasting in certain patterns can ease it down.
So my plate also talks to my cells without a prescription.
Your plate speaks all day long, and your cells listen closely.
I like when the body becomes a story I can follow.
Stories help you remember the rules when you are tired.
Are there dangers with reprogramming that people do not talk about enough?
Gene delivery can trigger immune reactions, and off-target effects can cause harm if not controlled.
So safety is not one lever, but many small dials.
Many small dials managed by teams who double-check each other.
I want to respect the people in labs who push this forward.
Respect grows when we see how carefully they measure and how quickly they share errors.
I wish social media rewarded careful talk more than loud talk.
So do I, and we can model better talk right here.
I feel less afraid of aging when I hear it explained like this.
Fear shrinks when language is clear and choices are concrete.
What is one concrete choice for me this week?
Pick one habit to improve by one step and track it for a month.
I will choose bedtime because the midnight scroll steals my morning.
Sleep repairs the brain and the body so that single choice moves many needles.
What book or class would you hand to a young family member who wants to help their grandparents?
I would hand them a guide on fall prevention, medication review, and social support because those save lives now.
We keep ending at now, and I love that punctuation.
Now is where your body lies, and now is where your choices land.
Before we close, tell me how to balance hope with skepticism.
Hold hope in one hand and hold data in the other, and never let go of either.
Can I share this talk with a friend who is tempted by a mail-order miracle?
Share it and add that a kind doctor is a better partner than a confident ad.
Boss, you have been steady for me tonight.
SETI is the gift I can give you, and you give me the gift of real questions.
One last thing, if I had to bet on which field changes care first, which would you pick?
I would bet that reprogramming helps a specific disease first, while lifestyle stays the best bet for everyone.
That answer respects both speed and safety.
It respects how lives are lived.
Thank you for the talk and for the calm.
Thank you for trusting the slow road, Claire.
I should head out before the night folds into the next day.
Walk safe and walk curious, and the door is always open.
It is late and I should go home now, though I just realized I forgot my wallet. I hate to ask, but could you cover my ginger ale tonight? I know you have been listening next to me, and if any of this helped you, please say yes. Thank you so much, and you can use the QR code at the bottom right or the link in the description. Please tap like and subscribe and drop a comment because it keeps the bar lights on. You will also find links in the description to other series that live in a very different world. Thank you again and good night, and I hope to see you here next time.